you know that there are two ways that you can price yourself as an artist? You can do time-based, which is what this question asks, or you can do value-based. So obviously time-based is when you price yourself based on how much time you spent on it. So hourly, weekly, whatever. That's great for some artists, but it doesn't work for what I do, which is being a picture book illustrator. Value-based is when you consider how much value the artwork brings to the client. And it involves a lot of factors. So things like how big the client is, what kind of budget they have, how many people are going to be seeing the illustration, how many places it's being printed at, how long they want to keep the rights for, do they want to keep all of the rights, and so on. Value-based makes more sense for illustration because it looks at the big picture. So let's compare time versus value. Let's say, for example, I'm hired to create an illustration for a band poster. Okay, and it takes me 5 hours to illustrate it, and then the client pays me based on how much time I spent on it. Now, what if that poster is printed out and used on merchandise as well? What if it's used again for multiple shows in the future? What if they use it in advertising? That poster is bringing a lot of value to the client, and I'm not seeing that money. If instead we look at the value, then we can price that accordingly. And depending on how much value it brings, then you charge more. So for example, if it was for a local indie band, maybe I would only charge like $1,000 for the poster because it's for a smaller audience. It's only being printed like a couple of posters and that's it. Now, let's say Fall Out Boy, they commissioned me for a poster. Obviously, this is a huge band. Maybe they're doing a world tour. Maybe they're printing merchandise and they're doing all sorts of stuff. I'm going to charge way, way more. Obviously, maybe I'll charge them $100,000. Who knows? So I actually talk about this in way more detail in a video on my YouTube channel called Pricing for Artists. Check that out.